Hey everybody, Scott here, and I'm so pumped to bring you this video. If you've been keeping track of my latest videos, you'll know that I posted a song called Tower of Hell. Would you believe that the bass sound on Tower of Hell was achieved basically with a hint of EQ, compression, and L1? By the way, what's with that 20% off promo code in the title, huh? The dudes at Spartan Sound, along with being kind enough to let me do a review of their bass VST, actually did you guys a huge solid because they're giving you an additional 20% off discount code with this special promo code that exists only in this video. Somewhere. Hidden. Anyway, I'll get back to that later, so let's check out the bass. As usual, timestamps are in the description. As always, I like to provide some background of the product that we're checking out. Here we are on the store page of Spartan Sound Studios. We see right away that it's on sale for $59, and there are a number of audio samples that you guys can check out. And always, as usual, you can check them out on your own time. Now, in chatting with the dudes via email, I learned that this originally was just a personal project that they put together because they were just disappointed with all the other commercial products available for bass, especially in the metal genre. After they spent all this time making the product, they thought it was a bit silly to not offer it as a commercial product. Plus, they really wanted to show how great their sexy Tobias bass sounds. I was told that the signal chain was direct into a Prima Sound Lyra 2 interface and had no processing on the input. As far as all these presets that we see here, they were basically reamped from the DI signal that they recorded originally. I told that some were done in the box, with the plugins listed, some were done with Kemper profile amplifiers, and some were done in the olden way. Overall, we've got 13 different presets, including the DI itself, so 14 different options. They've gone with the velocity editing method, which I highly prefer over key switches. It's just a lot faster to program with velocity editing options. I do like specifically how you can control every aspect of the bass, even harmonics. Which, thinking about it, I can't think of any other bass product that allows you to create harmonics. The last thing to be mindful is that you do need the full version of Kontakt. And guys, seriously, next month is Black Friday, okay? Make it a point to get yourself Kontakt 5. Typically 50% off during Black Friday, and with all these amazing libraries coming out for Kontakt, you kind of need to have Kontakt these days, so be sure to grab that. So that's really for the store page, short and sweet, and really we want to hear what it sounds like anyway, so let's jump into Sonar and have a listen. Alright, inside Sonar, so I've got all the different instruments loaded up, and we're clocking at just 130 megabytes with all the instruments loaded, which is pretty sweet. So if the names of the bass presets and the imagery and whatnot has not already clued you in, we've got a theme of the Greek gods here. On each instrument, we've got this cool background image as well as one of the Greek gods. The background image just has information of which velocity level does what. It's pretty straightforward in my opinion. And while we're looking at this, if you look over here on the left, you're going to notice that we have articulations with velocity and velocity only. So let me explain this. Articulations with velocity, essentially, this means that all of your notes will be at a single velocity setting. Just for the sake of argument, let's just pretend they're all at 127. The articulations themselves are going to be also louder in volume, because typically they're not, right? What happens normally is that you might have to automate the bass, like if you've got a slide or a harmonic, you have to automate that to be louder a little bit. So with the articulations with velocity, these instruments, everything is pegged. Your articulations are going to be louder, they're going to cut through the mix more. The other option, velocity only, in this case, if you don't want to use articulations, you're just going to have standard picking, then you can choose velocity only, where then you're going to be able to manipulate how hard or soft the picking would be, and then it's more true actual velocity editing. So very cool that they thought ahead enough to include basically 3 different options of all their presets based on what you need to do with your song. So if you just got some straight 16ths or triplets and you don't need any of these articulations, you can throw in the velocity only and concentrate more on the, how hard the picking is or how hard or soft is being played. It's pretty cool. So that pretty much covers what it looks like within Kontakt, and doesn't really, no other bells and whistles really to talk about. So let's actually listen to the individual presets and get an idea of what this sounds like out of the box. There are a lot of presets to get through here, and essentially I've created a bass line, and we're going to play the bass line for each preset. I have all the articulations programmed. I mean, it's not a pretty bass line, guys. I'm just demonstrating the bass, okay? It's not going to be bass line of the year or anything. We're just going to cycle through one after another. You can hear each preset, get an idea of what it sounds like. If you want to skip ahead, you know, video description has timestamps. Just saying. So you're probably wondering about that 20% off coupon, huh? I'm glad you stuck around in the video because the dudes at Spartan Sound, as I mentioned, were kind enough to give me a special code that I can give you guys to use when you're buying this product. So go to the store page, you want to make an account, and throw it in your account immediately, right? Use the coupon Chernobyl, all right? CHERNOBYL. and you'll get an extra 20% off the price. And yes, the sale price already does stack with this extra discount code. So that means you're going to get this whole thing for 47 bucks, right? So this coupon is only going to last until October 31st, 2016 if you're watching this video 5 years from now. So jump on it while you can, alright? Moving on to the Tower of Hell tone, for this song, I used, oh man, I'm not a Greek god philosopher. I'm going to butcher this name. If only I studied Greek. I used, whatever, I'm going to type it on the screen and you'll just read it yourself. I used this preset with some EQ shaping, compression, and L1. That's all I did. In fact, this is the exact chain I used for my song, and yeah, here you go. By far the easiest bass VST I've ever used, and without any second thought, after a few weeks of playing around with this instrument, it's my first choice for everything, anything. The Spartan Sound really did a heck of a job with this instrument, and I'm fully impressed. I mean, I've looked at and reviewed pretty much all the most popular options when it comes to metal bass VST instruments, and I have to say that honestly, you know, metal massive bass from Corey Bruneman is no longer number one for me. I'm going to be going with Bass of the Gods from now on. So that does it for this video, guys. If you found the video helpful, please consider a like rating, and be sure to subscribe because more videos are on the way. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.